Okay. Before the video came out, she goes live. Working here in the hot sun. Michelle in the background. Hot sun, cutting. She's cutting using the fist scars. Then this we got at Lowe's or Home Depot. I don't remember which one, but I think they sell a lot of the same products. I think this is Home Depot maybe. The blades. And they rust off the walls. I try to sharpen them here and there. They work good and stuff, but they seem to work deeper in the deeper. So no, don't go here. I already cut this. I'm gonna do the spins. Don't go close. Yesterday we managed to cut some watermelons by accident. I don't want to cut them. I like these plants so much. Don't cut. Leave these guys. I already trimmed over here. Don't leave this one, please. I'm very picky about how I cut the grass. So these guys are good. I'll take it this part, please. Thank you. Leave this part. Who's mansplaining? No, I'm just saying I like the grass certain way. I want to protect the plants. Plants are like little kids to me. You take them, give them space, let them grow in their own thing. Don't go and listen to them. I already cut it. Okay? I'll get the other stuff after. Thank you. But watch for the spiders in the corner. There are some spiders like to hide in the tall grass. I've noticed. They be jumping at me. I'm telling them to move fast.
It's hard if it's too long.
They move fast. What are you saying?
It's hard to cut with your roller. So you need to cut it. Yes.
Roller mean those guys here? No, yeah. Well, I have a new one. Hey, I brought number 2 out. So this is the sharper one. This was the old one here. Yeah, it's a little rusty, but he actually cut pretty good. He cut a good groove in there. Can you? Listen, I'm very picky about the plants. I'm like little kids. Don't touch it. So
because I got a lot already.
Yeah, I'll do the rest in the back there, please. Not to mess with those guys. She's a little, she's gentle with some things here, but the plants, we got two watermelons cut yesterday. She's like, no. She wants to clear a good name. I just like to keep it, I like to mess with them myself and do the plants myself in the corner, especially when it's come close to them. I'm a little more OCD for leaving space around things and let them grow. Remember when God said let the wheat and tares grow together, because, by trying to pluck up the weeds, you may accidentally pluck up the wheat. So even with the plants, sometimes I don't know what I can't identify what they are, which is a weed, which is not, which is weed, which is not. The grass I can tell, but even the grass here changes to different forms. Like 1 minute it's like this tall grass, next minute it's like this grass. Then it gets the one that goes between the rocks. They change. They change their activities. They go into solid like rods. Like look at this one. This one here is forming a rod already. Look, that's a rod. But these guys are still freestanding. It's the same grass I transplanted around the house on the place. No, this is tall grass over here. You'll see it before and after, but I was talking about the gardening stuff, right? So here, remember I told you guys to give you a little update? So we're trying to do something different, right? Trying to plant more stuff here. Trying to do more weed blocker before, which my neighbor said I should do. But I was like, I said, maybe I can just mulch it. But here's what we did do. We put the weed blocker on some of the ones that I want to keep for sure. If you see inside, it's inside below there, right? We brought it with the pins to keep it down. So far, I'm learning as we go. We're trying our best to figure out how this works. But other plants, I don't put the weed block on because I just graze the grass out and put mulch on it, because I want these guys to hop and hop and hop. They just hop wherever they want and they grow. All of a sudden they be here and I'll see a tiny one there and a tiny one there. And I'm like, yes, let them grow. So I'll leave them to jump around as they want to. This guy has one below, but I'm just letting them jump. So you see exposed now, but it's okay. The grass grows fast and everything. But that plant, I put one over here. Look, he's a little upset. Got moved over here. My friend, you gotta get yourself back up, okay? I know you got your sun scorched. For some reason, when you move them from their space to another space, they get like shocked, and they go like they're almost dying and wilting. But I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna bring you back. I want to bring him back. I want him to get up. I need him to jump. Let me show another one. I put them in different pots. Like here's some inside here. They're very resilient. They're everywhere. I see them at Home Depot and Lowe's and they come around. So I put them here. I transplanted these guys too. Now he was going fine. Now all of a sudden, you got a little cousin, a little brother, sister over there. And the rest of them there. So I put them in different colors and around. Here, I planted one. Now you got multiple. These plants, I don't remember what they're called. They grow fast, man. I like them. And they're all over the place making nice. But we're just trying to get this part up. And we'll let you see more later. But I'm trying to dig around the plants itself that we have there. And then we're going to put some mulch, like some of the areas around it. And get it. Then you remember the grass? Here. So this is what the grass looks like under the rock back there. It gets like a hard rock like this. The same grass, which is like this, turns into this if allowed to grow under hard objects. Now, that's a lesson in life for us. That's how we got to be resilient. If you find your environment is not the best, and it's like, I can't figure this out, it's so hard, my life is so difficult, the class is hard, my test is hard, school is hard, everything else, you got to be resilient, man. You got to get tough. You got to move. You got to change your activity a bit, change your stuff. Do it legally, do it godly. Don't sin in what you're doing if you're going to change it, but don't back down because it gets tough and and it's like, I don't know. So yes, it's a motivational speech. Yes, it's gardening. Gardening is motivational because by having to garden, you're forced to see things as they are. Life. You're trying to keep it all nice and perfect and nicely trimmed and bordered and everything. Oh, look at this little frog. Hey, little guy. You're trying to get yourself all nice and perfect. Where you went? You're so camouflaged. Here he goes. There he goes. You're trying to keep it all wonderful, and you got the bugs coming in. You got the weed coming in. You got all kind of stuff creeping into it. The grass trying to creep up below here. But you know, the grass can look messed up this way, but you put it over here, it's like a nice carpet. So just because it's messed up is different than what you normally would expect, don't mean you should write it off. So gardening is a lot about life. So I said personification, gardening. I talk about cars and other stuff and other things and businesses, relationships, all that stuff. Gardening is like relationships too. Starts off one way, you plant the little seeds, hoping it'll grow and be nice and wonderful and everything. And you can get some good seeds. Also, some of the seeds can die. Some of the seeds cannot grow. Let me say that slower. Gardening is a lot like relationships with cars, vehicles, people, humans, with everything. Okay, that's why I think God put us in the garden, because other than hearing the nice sounds, you give us exercise for one. Yeah, I think this is bitter melon here. I think this is Regina, she planted this one, bitter melon. And look at it grow. Pineapples grow. But you put some effort into it and you may get some good answers. But you can also get some that, you know, that can give you some, you know, not the best yield of crops. And we harvested the corn and got some stuff. The stuff we planted last time, look, you got peas, long beans over there now. Eggplant is growing. I think this is thyme or something. It smells good. The tomatoes are growing still. The grapes, where are my grapes? Here, grapes decide to branch out. They're rolling fast. They're not playing. Where are you, my friend? Oh, they changed color. I think this is good to go. They were once green. Now they got all different colors of grapes. Look at this. The grapes change color. That's cool. Very nice. Here's another first set of grapes to come in here. I think we gotta pick this one. Another one's coming out here. A little bitty here. Look at the grapes. They change color. Look. It's a whole, oh, I like that. You see? Like relationships. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know it's gonna be perfect and thing, but you try, you plant, you do the best, you water, you feed, you do, you sacrifice, you deal with the hot sun, you deal with the scorching thing, you pick bugs, you pick things off. How can that be related to relationships? Think about it. How can that be related to relationships? Grooming stuff and pruning. Oh, that's the grooming or pruning? Excuse me, pruning, not grooming. Well, you can groom the crops. It depends how you use the word, you know. It's semantics, syntax, you know what. I'm just trying to make sure it works the way we can to make it work for us. They say, well, do crop rotation. It's all messed up. It's all a collage. On purpose, this isn't purpose. We mix it all together because we want the crops to get a bit of everything here and there, because there are a lot of clay below the soil. And again, we're not experts. We're not horticulous. How you call those people who do the crop farming? Just planting them in a way that looks like it should grow and work good. So we have mints here, and I heard mints retard mosquitoes. That's what I heard from Jimmy, who was here. It's good, but I plant different things in different places, and let's see. And we take advice from people as they give us, because I don't know everything. We finally got an orange tree over here, so he got planted recently. Orange tree's trying to get his bloom going, right? And you got some, what do they call them? What do they call those leaves? What do you call this thing with the leaves? What do you call this? This one here? Moringa. You say it's good for what? What is that good for? Malunga is moringa? Malunga? They say supposedly have anti-cancer properties. I think like soursop and stuff. And you see like this? This grass trying to grow in the middle of this hard rocks. How are we gonna grow in these rocks? Grass, what are you doing here? But this is resilience. What I do with these guys, I take these resilient grass ones, I take them up and I plant them in the areas that have the least grass, because they're tough. If you're willing to grow under those tough conditions, you can grow in those things. Look, even in the rocks, it still grows. That tells me something. So don't be backing out when challenges come your way, okay? I know this video's going a little bit long, it's like 8 minutes plus, but I'm just saying, like how you gotta do with gardening in here and get a prune and get the weeds off of them and the bad plants you don't want to be there and stuff. The grass grows in its own, propagated by unseen hands, God, okay? But it does the job. The wheatgrass, everything's growing in its own. We're planting more. We're gonna go prune more. Here, I planted some figs also. Got these up. That is what? These are from Lowe's yesterday, $31 at Lowe's. These are Turkish figs, the brown ones, brown Turkish figs. We're gonna plant also. The tomatoes are growing, some are spoiling. The peanuts are growing already, getting bigger now, right? And the tomatoes, potatoes are growing there. There's also, here's where I put it. This one, this was a red Turkish figs we planted here. So there's some more stuff coming up. And we're gonna try to now clean up around the garden by getting rid of all the tall grass. And we're gonna start putting in, like I gotta cut some patches out, and I'm gonna try to put some mulch around them, the ones we wanna keep. But this is the plants of what's happening. They go there, they go here, they go here, they go everywhere. And the watermelon has a nice lift. We actually ate one already. I think, no, one already in particular. It tastes sweet already, and they're so tiny, but they're good. But here are the plants. I took that other plant that was wilting over there from this bunch. Notice this, they all come from almost the same stem, but they change colors. White with pink, pink with white, pink with yellow. I'm trying a different form in the house, like a dark red, but they're good. And these guys are making peas already, good to go. So I'm like, hey, God is doing all this stuff here. Get involved. What's below here? What you got here? So we plant them everywhere. You see, even below there, in the nocturnal sun is growing. Even here they're growing. So I'm like, I love these guys. And these little peas that were so tiny before, look how big they are now. So I'm saying, this is life. You got to put some effort into it. And we'll put watermelon almost everywhere and squash. So here they are, growing here, growing there, growing in the back there. We're going to keep them going, okay? So we'll catch up with you a little later, let you know more. But for now, we're saying that cicadas up there making noise. All right, sing on, my friend. So this is what we're trying to do. Dig them up, put mulch, dig them up, put mulch, and see if you can let them recharge the grass a bit. And just continue. So we'll tell you more. You want to say anything to anybody about this gardening thing, what you're learning from gardening? Let me do an interview on her by herself separately.
Where have I say?
Hold on, let me get you. I can't turn it off.